welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, on this channel we talk about law of attraction, spiritual development, and making you believe that all things are possible one step at a time. So people are probably wondering why I have this title as a disclaimer. Not that I ever have to, explain myself, but for the purpose of this channel and the purpose of being as positive as I am, it's important for me to explain this. So the whole reason behind the disclaimer is because I am so positive. People, A, either think it's fake, or two, think that they can't be as positive as I am. So what I want to start with is the fact that people, which is just a little bit mind-blowing to me, thinks that people can't be this happy. Like, I get that we live in a world that everything is based off of like social media and how everyone puts on a front and everyone puts this fake, positive, happy lifestyle when really they're just dying inside and, what have you. But it just mind blows me that there are people out there that are actually happy, like actually genuinely happy. And for the fact that people are like, yeah, it is kind of like, okay, so if I need to vent about something, then it's like, then people get in their mind like, oh, see, she's not really that happy. So here's the thing. I am happy. I'm very happy because I consciously choose to be happy. I consciously choose to do the right thing. I consciously choose to be kind towards myself and towards others. Does that mean that I'm happy and positive every single moment of my life? No. Do I go through things? Absolutely. But it's like when I get to the point where I need to vent about something, people automatically go to like, oh, she's depressed. And that gets to me because I'm not a depressed person. I go through things just like everyone else. Yeah, so it's just, it gets to me, one, because I am a very happy person. And I am proud to say that, as not being like a fake person trying to put out that I'm better than anyone else, or, it's just, I'm happy because I choose to be happy. I'm happy because I have rerouted my brain for so many years and chose different routes to take with my mental thinking to be where I'm at. And for someone to question that sucks. And of course, like, it will get to me, but I can brush it off. But it's just more mind-blowing to me that someone that is happy can't be happy because we live in a world of fake happiness. So my disclaimer is that, yes, I'm a very happy person, but yes, I go through things. Like, if you are following me on this page or on my YouTube and you see what I've been going through from my surgery, it's been very, very fucking hard. And it has gotten to my mental health a little bit. And it just sucks that when you go to someone and you just want to vent about what you're going through, and that, your body is different, you look different, it's a huge change. I'm going through certain deformities, I'll say, because it is, my body has not healed the right way, so I don't look the same as what I used to look like, and that's a lot to take in. But when I go to someone and want to vent about that, they automatically think she wants to kill herself. No, it's not the case. I've worked very hard with that too, and I'll try to link my suicidal video down below. But I worked very fucking hard to get my mind to not be in that state of mind, because I was in that state of mind from a very young age into my adulthood. And for someone to just automatically think like, yeah, she's depressed, like, that's sad, because I worked very hard to get to where I'm at right now with my thinking. And everything you do in life is about your thinking and what choices you're going to make. I want people to know it's absolutely possible to be happy all the time. And me saying all the time is like, generally speaking, like most of the time. Let's be realistic. But I'm just saying, like, you can be happy if you help your mind by choosing different paths and not sticking to the same habits that you have created over time, and changing the environment that you're in, changing the people that you hang around. Like, do that for yourself. That's what gets you to that next level. That's what evolves you. That's what makes you stronger and have a stronger mindset and gets you to that happy thinking. But just because you're happy doesn't mean that you can't be sad. I mean, we're human. We have emotions. We go through things. I'm very fucking emotional. Like, I'm a Virgo, and I don't know what that really means. I mean, it obviously means a lot to say about a person, but I'm very emotional. I love to cry. It's how I express myself. It's how I release a lot. But yeah, more than ever right now, I've been dealing with a lot, and my mental health feels like it's just draining from me because of my surgery. And what sucks about going through that and already needing to accept the way you look, how you don't have that perfect look anymore, and people will still have a comment to say about your body. Like, I'm working very fucking hard to get my body where I want it to be. But obviously my upper body is going to take some time because it still has a lot of healing to do. But people will still have their say in what you look like and what you should be doing in the gym and what you should look like and how proportioned you're supposed to look. But it's like, I get that we can change our physical appearance with the gym to make ourselves proportionate. But we have to also pay attention to the regular anatomy that we have. Like, I'm naturally skinny. I'm naturally lanky. Like, I have long limbs. And my body can only do so much, and I'm only going to push it so much. I'm going to care for it. And while it cares back for me and heals and grows for what I want it to do, I'm not going to over push myself like I used to in the gym before. It's just not worth it to my body. It's not worth it to my my health. Your fatigue goes down and so on and so forth. But yeah, it just, people have a say, and I just made a video about judgment, and it just you don't know where someone's mind is at. You don't know where someone's mental health is at when you're saying things to people. So if there's like any doubt in your mind that something you're going to say to someone might affect them, like, just don't say it. But yeah, so, it just gets to the point where, I make YouTube videos because I know it's possible for everyone to be happy. I share my experiences. I share anything that I've learned, and hope to help one person, at least just one person. That's all I care about. But I never want it to be passed by that you can't be sad, and you can't have those bad thoughts, or you can't have those bad moments or bad days, however long it takes, whether it's an hour, whether it's 10 hours, whatever you may be going through. Because it's very important for us to be aware that people have down days, especially me. And it's not just because I'm dealing with a surgery and losing something and changing my physical appearance. Like, I go through so much more than that. And my job is very stressful. And it's great. I love it. But my job takes a lot to do, mentally, physically. So I'm always drained. Your body gets depleted. Your mind goes to different thinking patterns when you get that depleted and that tired. So it happens. It's life, and it's okay. It's absolutely okay to feel down. But we get stuck in patterns. There's habits that we've created over time. Like, I've been diagnosed with depression, bipolar, and they all wanted me to be on medicine. I just never wanted to be on medicine. I'm never knocking anyone that is on medicine or needs to be on medicine. Go for it, totally for you. This is my channel, my say, my word, my life, my thinking, all about me. If you're watching this right now, you're watching my input on my life. Take it or leave it. That's it. I don't like medicine. It's just not for me. I just don't want it. I've never had that part in my mind that's yeah, this is gonna save me. So I just chose to, I'm stubborn too. And I always think no, I can do it. I can do it. I've just been like that my whole life, where it's just I can do it. So I would just always push myself. And then I got into different doctors and different interviews that I would watch and realize that our brains are just incredible. Our minds are very powerful. And we get stuck in habits, we get stuck in patterns. A lot of whatever we do today and who we are today is stemmed from our childhood and what we went through and what our environment was like. And that's what led us up to all of our decisions that we make today. So there's a lot that goes into that. I think therapy helps with that, counseling, hypnotism, going to a hypnotherapist. There's tons of different ways that you can try to help yourself, but you need to be willing, because, so here's the thing. Everyone has a new door that they can open. But that door is always going to be locked until you're ready. Until you put that out there that you're willing to change is when that door will open. All those doors are going to stay shut because you are staying closed-minded. Everything starts with us, and everything starts with a choice that we will make. And then once you accept, that's a big one. Once you accept where you are at, mentally, physically, emotionally, everything gathered up into a little fucking ball. When you accept that ball of mess, and you're it's time, the door will fucking open. And it will open with a lot of different opportunities for you. But it's always the next step that's right for you. So once you're open, maybe you want to go see a counselor. Maybe you just want to open up to a friend. Maybe you've been holding on to something that you never wanted to say to a certain person that's literally locked in you, and it's just, that stays. That subconsciously comes out all the time, especially to that person, and it'll always end up coming out in a negative way. But once you make that choice, the ball starts rolling. And that's when we start taking accountability for our life. We start taking accountability for all of our actions. Everything that's going on in our life, we take accountability for. And then we stop blaming someone else. We accept where we're at. We accept the situation. And then we move on. And then it becomes a pattern. And then at that point, you have rerouted your brain. You have recircuited it. You've unplugged. You've plugged it into somewhere else. Okay, it's a little unfamiliar, and we don't like that. We don't like being uncomfortable. But the only way that we can evolve, the only way that we can advance is if we stay uncomfortable. If we go uncomfortable. If we stay comfortable, it's not going to work. I don't know why that was so hard to get out, but we need to make ourselves uncomfortable. Literally, it's just the key. No one wants to do it, but once we make that step and we get out of our comfort zone, it's just, that's when things start changing. Miracles start happening. Sparks flying, fireworks, anything you can think of that's magical. Disneyland. So, I mean, as an end result to all of this is just the disclaimer of, don't look at everything positive that I say and be like, she's only positive, or she's positive, but it's probably fake. No, I'm positive. I'm happy. I choose to be happy. It doesn't matter what it is. If there's someone in my life that I don't like, or they are treating me a certain way, or something is stressing me out from that person, gone. Same with the job. Stressing me out, don't like it, gone. It's very, very easy for me to remove things in my life that will stress me out. I have just my whole life, I have stayed in so many different situations that have severely stressed me out to the point where I was just prone to inflamed stomachs, like just acid built, just gross. So I don't want to be back there. And one way for that to happen is for me to change anything that makes me unhappy. It takes time, it takes patience to understand where you need to be and where you want to be. But it ends up becoming very, very easy. Like, how much hard work are you willing to put into yourself? How much are you willing to change? How much are you willing to feel fucking uncomfortable to get to that place that you want to be? Ask yourself those questions. Start journaling. See where you're at mentally. Therapists and counselors are great, but the only person that knows you the best is you. And going to a counselor or a therapist, you have to be willing to open up completely to let things out. And a lot of people don't want to do that. I still don't want to do that. I don't want, that's just where my mind's at with, doing that kind of stuff. But you will do that for yourself because you're not afraid to tell yourself that you fucked up. You're not afraid to tell yourself that you're in love with someone that doesn't notice you. Like, just a whole bunch of things. You will explain that to yourself. So start journaling. And then once you start writing, you just keep going. And if you have to, read over what you write. And then you can really see where you're at. See what you need to work on. See what's bothering you. Those are the steps that you need to take. You don't have to. I'm just here giving my own advice, my own life stories. But yeah, disclaimer. I get fucking sad. I get very sad sometimes. But it gets easier. I used to stay in these bad mental spaces for hours, days. And now I let myself feel, but I know when to shut it off. Like, okay, it's a little too long. And plus, when you're happy, a majority of the time, so your body takes over that. The cells in your body start renewing, and then they start getting familiar with that frequency and that energy that you put out. So when you do get upset, your body doesn't match that. So it's almost uncomfortable to feel upset, and my body just wants to laugh, and my body just wants to smile. I know it sounds so fucking weird, but it's true. My body just gravitates towards wanting to laugh because I'm literally laughing, smiling, and dancing like at least 97% of my days. It's just great. I just do things that make me happy. So whoever's watching this and whoever has questioned that my happiness is fake, y'all can fuck off, okay? Because I am fucking happy. And I'm proud to say that because I worked very fucking hard to get myself into this mental space. But I have my down days, okay? It's just, that's just all I can explain to someone, but I just want someone to know that, one, it's possible, and two, you can do it too. That's it. So I really, really, really hope that you took in any of this information, provide it to your life, whatever you need to do. Hopefully, I spoke to someone. Hopefully something I said in here spoke to someone. But yeah, that's it. If this video resonated with you at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel like anyone needed to hear this video, please share it. It's only going to help me and my word. And it's just going to get across to people that, you're not alone. But it's also possible. Like, that's it. And if you feel like there's anything that you want to know, if you need to know, if you want to see something, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, until my next video, I hope you stay true and namaste.